Hello and welcome to another episode of Boxing with Paul. And today, I'm very excited to bring you the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition, Samsung's flagship device with some handicaps. Yes, I know my shirt inside out. Focus on the phone. Let's take a look at it. First and foremost, you need to know that this is a budget device beforehand. The fact that this is called the Galaxy S21 to begin with is a pleasantry. From the outer packaging to the inside contents of this box, you need to realize that this is nothing but a cash grab. You can currently find this device unlocked from Best Buy for any company in any part of the world for only $499.99. In the box, we got a nice SIM ejector tool that is very different from those cheap twisted wire SIM ejectors we haven't seen from the A series lineup on the Galaxy series. We also get a Type-C to Type-C USB cable, as well as a quick start guide and terms and conditions bundled into one. Now, the phone itself is an ugly little device with an aluminum frame, but a plastic back, so it still feels cheap. We have a 6.4 1080 by 2400 120 Hz AMOLED display, as well as a 32 megapixel selfie lens that can shoot in 4K 60 frames per second, which is fairly impressive. Under our impressive display, we also happen to have an under the display fingerprint scanner, which will be able to scan your fingerprint and be able to unlock the phone right then and there just by you simply tapping your phone to the screen. Although we don't get a wall adapter included here, this device is able to accept up to 15 watts of wireless power delivery. Not to mention that it features that gimmicky reverse charge function where you can go ahead and you can put another compatible S20 or 21 device or even 22 and you can put them back to back and they will charge each other in addition to your smartwatch and your Galaxy Buds, if I'm not mistaken. That's a fairly inefficient gimmick if you ask me. We have 120 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM paired to a Snapdragon 888 5G, which ought to be snappy enough because it is the same processor that's in the flagship S21. We have Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, dual band Wi-Fi AC, but unfortunately, as you guys can see, no headphone jack. When we look over on the left side of the device, we can see it's a very plain phone as there's nothing going on. And then when we look at the top of the device, we can see that we have a pinhole microphone. And when we look at the right side of the device, we can see we have the volume sliders as well as the power button on the same side, in addition to me being driven up the wall, because every single time I am merely enjoying a piece of media and I just want to adjust the volume. I just want to turn it up, I just want to turn it down, or I'm on a phone call, and again, I just want to turn it up, I just want to turn it down. I wind up ending my phone call, and I can't stand that because it makes me feel old. And that wouldn't happen if manufacturers could please put power and volume adjusters on different sides. I'd greatly appreciate that. And when we look at the bottom of the device, we can see our speaker grill, our Type-C port, but one more time, this is where we get the shaft versus the regular flagship edition, as we get a 3.1 USB port versus the 3.2 USB port that would be on the flagship edition for even faster data transfer speeds. And we also have our SIM card tray back here, but no SD card and no headphone jack. And when we look at the rear, we can see our camera array consists of a 12 megapixel dual pixel wide angle lens and an 8 megapixel telephoto and a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. Again, this is where we get the shaft compared to our flagship version, because with the flagship version, you would be able to shoot in 8K 24 frames per second. With this piece of crap, you'd be able to shoot 4K 60 frames per second. So then, cheese. So then that was a photo on the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition. Now let's go ahead and find out. This is what video looks and sounds like on the selfie camera of the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition. Man, that's a crispy camera. That's a crispy camera. That's pretty good. I mean, this makes me want to potentially try an Android. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and flip to the dark side, but this is passable for an Android. Yeah, okay, I see you, Android. All right, what video looks and sounds like on the main camera of the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition. Again, I'm not able to see this, and I will not be able to see this until afterwards I put this into the MacBook and edited it with the rest of my video. You guys be the fan. You guys be the judge of how good or how bad this Fan Edition Galaxy S21 is. With Geekbench, we can see that we have 4 of our cores clocked in at 1.8 gigahertz for those lighter day-to-day tasks that require not a lot of power that are meant to be fairly efficient. And then we also see that we have 3 of our cores clocked in at 2.42 gigahertz for those heavier, more power-intensive tasks. However, we have 1 core clocked in all the way at 2.84 gigahertz, which I'm going to have to get back to you guys and research what that 1 core does, as that 1 core is way overpowered, way higher clock than the rest of the cores. And I'm very curious as to what the purpose of that 1 overclocked core is. Maybe for those really high intensity applications that demand just a little bit more oomph. That's where this additional core, this additional overclocked core, as it looks, is going to come in. And I'll be right back with you guys as soon as this is over. Okay, and we are back. We got a 549 for the single core and a 2233 for the multi-core. And again, we got a 549 for the single core and a 2233 for the multi-core. Those are very good numbers. They're very high numbers. And as always, thanks for watching. Hello and welcome to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. And today, I'm very excited to bring you the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition, Samsung's flagship device with some handicaps. Yes, I know my shirt inside out. Focus on the phone. Let's take a look at it.